What's up, core reporters? Welcome back to my channel. Do you know how the news came out that disgraced former Teen Mom star Ryan Edwards was recently arrested for violating his probation and having possession of illegal substances, narcotics, driving under the influence, whatnot? Well, the details have come out, and it turned out that this man full-blown overdosed, and we now know how he was found by the police as well. So let's get into the tea. It is coming from the U.S. Sun. They managed to obtain a copy of the police report. So why don't we go over some of the details that they recently released? The U.S. Sun is saying that in the document, it is being said that Ryan was found unconscious in the driver's seat of his truck by the police just after midnight. It was 12:06 a.m. on the Friday, and the affidavit said that the police found him sitting in the seat with the vehicle running and in drive, which is incredibly dangerous. Not only the running part, but in drive. Like, holy moly, anything could have happened. I don't understand how the car was not moving forward or anything like that. Like, just imagine, like, you move a little bit in your sleep or whatnot, like, he could have had his foot on the gas, and that could have been very, very bad. My God, this is absolutely terrible. They also say that Ryan was unconscious and unresponsive, and that his truck had hit the curb and was stopped there as cops were able to open the car door with a lockout kit. So I wonder if that's why he was not moving despite the car being in drive. Perhaps he was on the curve and he was only lightly pressing the gas. His foot was staying on the gas, and then the wheels were turning a little bit slowly, but not able to move any further, which thank God for that. Ryan is so lucky to be alive. He could have been going at full speed, hitting a tree or something like that, driving off a cliff, God knows what. And even worse, he could have hit somebody, right? So this is terrible, man. Like, I'm glad that they are finally, like, at this point, holding him in jail without the bail. It's like, okay, you could do all these horrible things to your ex-wife. You can allegedly threaten her. You can go and destroy the marital home and whatnot. We'll keep bonding you out. You can keep violating the restraining order. We'll keep bonding you out. But this seems to be the straw that finally breaks the camel's back. I'm happy it's finally something where he's not able to bail himself out, but I'm still disappointed by the lack of support that Mackenzie has gotten throughout this. Anyway, let's continue on with what the court papers have been saying about this entire situation. I'm quoting here. Ryan Edwards was removed from the vehicle and placed in an ambulance where he received Narcan and eventually regained consciousness. A quick search of Ryan Edwards by EMS turned up a small bag of what appeared to be a crystal-like substance and a second small bag of what appeared to be a blue powder. Also in the pocket was a paper receipt that had been rolled up. So he was snorting something. I'm surprised there was no heroin there, because I always thought that that was his ultimate vice, and that was the thing that he had a difficult time kicking. So it seems like he's kind of transferred onto other things. Is this crystal meth? What is it? What is a crystal type substance? And what is blue? Some people are saying that blue powder could be fentanyl. So perhaps that's how he overdosed, not taking too much drugs, but taking something like fentanyl, ingesting it. Either way, absolutely terrifying. That was dangerous not only for himself, but even the responding officers to get into a car like that and then be exposed to fentanyl. You guys saw that recent video, right? That was circulating around the internet, going viral, of a female police officer who was out cold because she had confiscated some drugs from somebody and there was fentanyl in it, and she was exposed, and she just, wow, like, they needed to administer that Narcan quickly. So this was something of him putting his the officers in danger there. And I hate that for them. Honestly, it's a very scary time with this fentanyl epidemic running wild here. Now, the police say that they transported Ryan to the hospital, and of course, he refused a blood test. Listen, he was smart to refuse it, okay? Because that really would have nailed him, right? You could see all the drugs in there in the drug test. So it was smart of him not to go ahead and do that. The papers are also saying that Ryan was advised that he snorted. He advised. Okay, so even though he did not take the drug test, he told the cops that he snorted a powder before waking up in the back of an ambulance. So I guess it was cocaine, right? You can't snort meth, can you? Listen, I'm not very well versed, y'all. I just want to know. So I'm guessing it was this COCAINE, or is it crack? But you smoke crack, so yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is. Now, I guess he was still high because he just wakes up and starts blabbing about how he was doing a line, and maybe it all wore off by the time he got to the hospital because he smartened up there by refusing to take any kind of a blood test. Now, it wasn't until he was discharged from the hospital that he was arrested and charged with DUI and simple possession. Oh, Lord have mercy. This man is such a danger to society. As I mentioned in my previous video about Ryan, he's going to be standing court trying. You know, you guys, it's so crazy. I'm always like, anyway, he's due in court on April 20th. You know, I'm always thinking of like a million different things at the same time. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier as well, like there's no bond for him either. So Lord have mercy, Ryan. What can we say? I think I'm not sure about him, to be honest with you. I'm really not sure what's going to happen next. I think the best thing that they can do for him, though, is keep him in jail, right? Just keep him in jail. Best thing they can do for him, for his kids, and for Mackenzie at this point. And yes, even for his parents, because that must be terrifying for them every single time getting these sorts of calls about this child, right? Like, oh, Lord, not good. Anyway, there you go, you guys. There were some details on what went down with Ryan, what led to his arrest and whatnot. Make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions on the entire saga in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.